Greetings, peace, and blessings. Just waiting to see if anybody shows up here. Have 5 people set up to do a reading. If any of those 5 do not show up, then whoever's the first ones to type in 1111 will get their reading. So I'm gonna just give it a moment, see who shows up for the reading here. Get this good incense going. Ashe to our ancestors, known and unknown, with pure intentions at heart. Ashe to our Rishas. Ashe to Papa Legba. Love and light to those that are in here. If there is anybody here, let me know. I don't see... Okay, I see one person here. One person. So, for our readings we have here, the first one, hey, how's it going, Bree? So the first reading we have is Miss Brianna. And then we're going to have KK. And then we're going to have Savara. And then Miss TJ, little sis, actually got number 4. And then we have Meyer Lovely Walker. And we have Raji Latiman. If he's first in line if anyone does not show up. So we're just going to give it a minute. How are you guys doing this lovely day? Let me grab my actual vape real quick. Try to give it a little minute here to see if anybody else shows up. And Miss Bree, we will start your reading in a minute. We will be reading out of the Hoodoo Tarot deck. It looks like I have 2 people in now. And let me actually cleanse this deck a little bit here. I see I have 4 people here. So again, we have Miss Brianna first. Hey, wifey, how you doing? And then we're gonna have Miss KK, then Savara, then Sis TJ. Then we're gonna have Meyer Lovely Walker. And if anybody does not show up for their reading, the first person in line to actually get the free reading in their place will be Raji Latiman. Aw, thank you. I send loving vibes back your way. Okay, I see Miss Meyer is here. Hello, how are you doing? I'm glad you guys are showing up here. Like I said, let me go on and cleanse these cards a little bit real quick, and then we'll go on and get into the reading. And we have Miss Brianna first, Miss Bree. And I definitely got the little temporary ancestor altar set up for the loved ones that come through. And I just literally poured this maybe about 20 minutes ago. And as you see, the ancestors just already showing through. So it's going to be a great reading tonight. I really, really feel it. Again, let's go on and cleanse these cards real quick here. The reason that I do the tarot reading so late sometimes, I know it's a lot of Midwest and people that join from the East Coast, down south, but I work kind of late, so I try to, schedule it according to my schedule until I'm actually able to do it permanently. So love and light to all, Ashe to all our ancestors, known and unknown. Ashe to all our ancestors, known and unknown. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Thank you. I love you. So those of you that are actually getting a reading with me for the first time, the way I actually do it is you think of the question. If you would like to put it in live, that's fine. If you don't want to, you just think of the question that you have for your reading. I'm going to actually do a 3-card reading. The first person that we're actually going to start off with is Miss Brianna. And then again, second, we have, if she is in here, I haven't seen her respond yet, Miss KK. And then we have Savara, then TJ, then we have Miss Meyer Walker. I actually see that you're here. And then again, if someone doesn't show up, Mr. Raji Latterman will be in their place. So let's go on and get to shuffling here. By the way, these are actually the Hoodoo Tarot cards. That's the Hoodoo Tarot that we'll be reading out of. Ashe, Ashe. So, Miss Brianna, are you still here? Miss Brianna, are you still here? Okay, I see you, Miss Meyer. So, we have Brianna first. Okay, I got you right now. So, we have, so all of you, if you're here, I see Miss Brianna's here, of course, the first one. Then I see Miss Meyer. And so, for Savara, as well as TJ, as well as Raji, let me know if you guys are here as well. And so again, it'll be a 3-card pull for Miss Brianna. And once you think of your question, you could go on and hit 1111. Again, 1111. Ashe to everyone joining us. Love and light to our ancestors, known and unknown, with great intentions at heart for our benefit. I thank you that. So just 3 just jumped out for you right there. All right. So I don't know if your question is actually pertaining to finances, Miss Brianna. Hopefully you guys can see me okay there. So the very first one that came out here is going to be actually the 9 of coins. Again, they jumped out back to back. So the 9 of coins. All right. And so for the 9 of coins, just give me one moment to get that pulled up for you here. All right, so for the 9 of coins, positive self-reliance, well-deserved success, prosperity. I know it was pertaining to finance. A result of hard work, self-employed people, property owners, inheritance, material gain, creature comforts, upscale lifestyle, leisure time spent alone, luxury, discipline. So you got to be disciplined. It's saying you could accomplish these things, but you have to be disciplined and focused and know exactly what you want. You have to be focused and disciplined. Avoiding the bad part of town. So staying away from negativity, staying away from those that don't have the same dreams and desires that you have in your life. Enjoyment of the finer things in life, people, society. I just spoke on that. Surrounding yourself with more positive people. Considers classy. Taking the time to relax and unwind. Also more self-time, more self-care, more relaxation. You know, even if you take 5 minutes a day to yourself, relax. That's definitely what that one's saying. So it's saying, yes, that you can accomplish what you're inquiring about, but you're going to have to work and you're going to have discipline and not be distracted by things that are not beneficial to you and going to help you in the long run. So again, this one we have is actually the 9 of coins. 9 of coins. For anybody just stepping in, I'm actually doing the reading out of the Hoodoo Tarot. if you're not one of the 5 selected, you never know. This may still actually be speaking with you. So if it resonates with you, hey, you know, take heed. So the next one we have for you is actually going to be the 7 of coins. That's actually the 7 of coins. And so for the 7 of coins, positive return on investments. Slow and steady progress. This is leading right into that first card. So it may be slow, but slow and steady is better to be moving slow than not moving at all. So this is just saying you're making progress. You're making progress. And sometimes if you take your time and make slow progress, guess what? You're going to pay attention to the obstacles and hurdles and tests that are in your way and be able to dodge them. So it's definitely saying you're making progress. If your question was more of a yes or no question pertaining to finances, is yes. It may be a little bit slower. You're going to have to work. You're going to have self-discipline, but it's definitely going to be accomplished for you. So, steady progress, assessments, waiting for results, long-term thinking, making assessments, considering the possibilities, finishing what you started, and reflecting on the choices that you've made. So what I get from that is you have a tendency to start something and it'll be going real good for you, and then you'll give up on yourself. Stop doing that. You got to keep on pushing. You got to keep pushing no matter what. And again, I really feel like there's someone else here listening that this is speaking to as well. You know, you got to keep pushing no matter what. No matter what. I don't care the naysayers. I don't care who says you can't do it, because they couldn't do it. That's why they're saying that you can't do it. But you're going to be successful at your endeavors. Sometimes, like I said, it may be slow. It may take some blood, sweat, and tears, but it all is worth it in the end. It's all definitely worth it in the end. So it's saying, again, reflecting on the choices that you've made. And on that point, I feel like it's saying reflect on the choices that you made that didn't work so well for you, so you won't go that direction again. Ashe to our ancestors. So your very last card is actually going to be the 7 of knives. Again, that's the 7 of knives. Our ancestors around, our loved ones around. And they're telling me to ask you, since the last time we had that reading, have you set up your ancestor altar yet? Or have you been speaking with your ancestors? They want me to ask you that as well. So. And so we have Moya Gale, and I do apologize if I mispronounce your name. Thank you, thank you. That's awesome that it's speaking to you. That's awesome. That means you're in the right place at the right time. So the next one we actually have for Miss Brianna is actually going to be, again, the 7 of knives. 7, 7, 7, 7. 7. We went over that last time, cutting the bullshit out your life whenever you see that knife pull up. You know, because it's like bullshit that may be stopping you from progressing with your coin cards for your finance. All right. So again, for the 7 of knives. Alrighty, so positive, strategic planning, a sincere apology. You know, holding on to unforgiveness and not forgiving, that can block your blessings, block your blessings as well. So we got to start forgiving. Sometimes we may say, you know what, fuck that motherfucker. But it's not for them, it's for you. And when you let them go, that's extra luggage that you're no longer carrying around on your shoulders. You know? I'm chunky enough. I ain't trying to carry nobody else around on my shoulders. And it blocks your blessings. Because in order for your blessings to be fulfilled, you have to really see it from a positive perspective. You have to. And every dark, negative thing that happens in your life, guess what? There's so much more positive, but the lenses that we choose to use and view things with is what our life is going to become. And that's negative or positive. And again, like I said, whenever I'm doing readings, the ancestors are speaking to me as well. You know, like, you know, I need to work on me as well as far as trying to view things from a positive perspective, because this world is something else. It really is. It really is. And I know it could drag you down if you allow it to. But it's positive strategic planning, a sincere apology, constructive criticism. You know, I feel like there's some good advice, but you take things to heart and take it personal. Don't take things so personal. Look at the bigger perspective, because some of that advice that you feel is criticism against you or belittling you can actually help you to create greater things in your life. Lone wolves and turning over a new leaf. So you need some alone time. I just said that. Start finding, even if you can find literally 1 minute a day to just sit there and be quiet and think about the things that make you happy, and think about the things that you're grateful for, and watch how your life will take off. And I'm speaking from personal experience. So again, your last card was, again, the Seven of Knives. And for those of you just stepping in, this is actually the Hoodoo Tarot reading by a Miss Tayana Lee McClure. You could actually get this on Amazon. It's great. It comes with a descriptive book. Most of the master cards are actually, actually the majority of these cards are actually were living people once upon a time, and they have backstories on them. So again, love and light to Miss Bree. If you have any other questions, let me know. Yeah, you have to forgive. You have to. If you don't forgive, then it's no good for you. It creates health issues. It creates chaos within your body. You know, you have to, even if you say, you know what, this asshole hurt me so damn bad, I don't want to forgive him. Damn that. And you say, you know what, ancestors, I can't forgive him. I can't find it in my heart, but I want you to help me to get the right path to forgive him. And they'll get you on that path. I promise you. I'm speaking from experience. I promise you. And so love and light, Miss Brianna, peace and blessings. And I'm not sure if KK is here. She was up next. So we have a Miss KK. If there's anybody else here in the reading, and I'm not calling your name directly, just know that does not mean the ancestors are not reaching out to you. And I really feel that there's a lot of people that need to hear this tonight. That's why I went on and decided to do this reading. So Miss KK, if you're here, oh, no problem, Miss Bree. So Miss KK, if you're here, go on and let me know. If Miss KK doesn't respond, Miss Savara, let me know if you're here. Miss TJ, let me know if you're here. And Miss Meyer Lovely, she's here. So if one of the first people that were up next do not respond, we could go on to Miss Meyer. So let me know if you're still here, Miss Meyer. Let me go on and cleanse these cards again for y'all. Got the good old sage. Can't never go wrong with that. And if you want that extra strength cleaner, then you could actually get that Copal, C-O-P-A-L. You could buy it in an incense form. You could also buy it in a crystal form, like the mineral form, and burn it on charcoal. It's like sage on steroids, if you really want to do some serious cleansing. You could also put it in your bathtub if you take a spiritual bath, which are good. You can't never go wrong with this, that good Florida water. So again, let's go on and cleanse these cards. Let's see who is here. Okay, so up next, Miss Meyer Lovely. I'm going to go on and do a reading for you because I don't see anybody else responding yet. If anybody else does respond that has a free reading, then we'll go on and get you next. And again, for those of you just stepping in, I did set up a little temporary ancestor altar for your loved ones that's coming through for this reading. I just set it up maybe, sorry about that, y'all, maybe about 30 minutes ago. And you could already see your ancestors are definitely here. I mean, it's no doubt your ancestors are definitely here. So just wanted to share that. If anybody just has any general questions, you could go on and ask. If you have any questions about like your ancestor altars or just anything in general, let me know. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Love and light to our ancestors, known and unknown. I thank you that you'll come through in love, light, and truth. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right, so what I want you to do, Miss Meyer, okay, I see you have your question. You put up that 11 there. So what I'm going to do is shuffle for you. And here we go. We're going to do that 3-card pull for you. 3-card pull. And also the first people to hit me with the 11-11. Again, that's 11-11. If I don't get a response from the other 3 people that are supposed to get a reading, then you'll get the reading next. So again, the first people to hit me with 11-11, for the people that didn't respond to the reading, you're going to be able to get a reading in their place, a free 3-card reading. So again, Miss Meyer, go on and think of your question. You do not have to share it. You could just go on and think of it in your head if you would like. And we'll go on and do that poll for you. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Love and light to our ancestors, known and unknown. And something else I noticed, by the way, all bullshit to the left. I actually had this filled all the way up. I actually had this glass filled all the way to the tip top. And as you see, like all bullshit to the left, man, ancestors moving. Ancestors moving. If you follow their lead, you know, like they'll walk side by side with you, but we need to start walking with them. We need to really start walking with them. All right, you actually had 2 that jumped out there. Go on and think of your question there. And again, if there is anyone in here that would like a reading and I don't get a response from the other people, hit me with the 11-11. The 11-11. Doors opening. Doors opening. Doors opening. Doors opening. That's what I'm feeling right now. Those that stepping in here is doors opening. Don't give up. Right when you think that you don't have a chance and you think you're on your last leg, that door is opening. And right as I'm saying this, there's four viewing right now. Again, 11-11. Love and light, ashe, ashe. And like I said, you wanted a 3-card reading, but ancestors said it different. So 4 actually jumped out for you here. So we have 4 that actually jumped out for you. And just again, think of your question, and you can let me know when you are ready, Miss Meyer. You could put it in the thread if you would like. If you just want to think about it over and over in your head, you could do it that way, whatever you're comfortable with. But you have some powerful protectors in your life just by what you pulled here. The energy I get off of here, you have some very powerful protectors on the astral plane. And you need to start walking with them. And that's what I've been getting with these readings I've been doing lately, is so many people that need to walk with their ancestors, and you're in fear by the way you were raised. Don't be in fear. Don't be in fear. Walk. Walk your walk. So it looks like we have Moya Gale, and I do apologize if I mispronounce your name. We have Ashley. And then if anybody else hits with that 11-11, we have one more spot if the other people don't respond. Because the other people that we were supposed to actually read was Miss KK, Savara, TJ, and right now is Miss Myers getting her reading. So if any of you are here now, let me know. If you're not, then I'll go on and pass those readings on to, okay, and number 3 is Hannah. So if the other 3 people that were supposed to get a reading don't respond, we have Miss, let me make sure that we get this right. Sorry about that. So we have Moya Gale, we have Ashley, and Hannah. Concerning your ancestors, that's funny because I just said that. That's the very first thing I said. I feel like you have some warriors on the other side, and we gonna talk. We gonna talk. I don't know if you have your ancestor altar set up yet, but yeah, it's. Woo, let's go on and get this reading right here. So the first reading we have, the first card we actually have for you, Miss Meyer, is gonna be the 9 of Sticks. 9 of Sticks. Speaking on the ancestors, you see that right there, right? You see that right there. 2 weapons. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. They don't teach us in the right manner how to use that other weapon. That's in her left hand. I don't know if it's your right or left, but that Bible. That's another weapon right there. But we have the 9 of Sticks, that grandma energy. Definitely. So let's get that 9 of Sticks pulled up for you here. Positive, defending yourself, a test of faith. What was I just speaking on? Get that altar up. Your ancestors want to walk with you and work with you. Get that altar up. Like, that's why lately, whenever I do a reading, my ancestors have been having me set, like I said, a temporary altar for the reading for your loved ones that want to come through if they want something to drink and something to eat. So you could literally do an altar this simple right here. That's simple. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. So you could do an altar this simple. You know, one of your ancestors, by the way, wanted a chocolate chip cookie. My wife made some chocolate chip cookies, and I was about to get my grub on them, and one of them was like, let me get one of those cookies, though. So I don't know which one of your ancestors like chocolate chip cookies a lot, but yeah, they definitely got me for my cookie. So let's go on and get back to that reading. So again, positive, defending yourself, a test of faith, perseverance, being prepared to fight to death, willpower, resilience, guarding your boundaries, stop letting people walk on you. You know, when you are a person with a kind soul, the main people that are easiestly able to walk on us is the ones that we love the most. Let your no's be no's and your yeses be your yeses. That's what I'm feeling from the ancestors. Because there's so many times you really don't want to do something, but because of the person it is, you don't want to feel, you know, don't worry about that. If you don't feel like doing something, or you do feel like doing something, do what you do. You know, don't let your no's be no's, because it's wearing you out. It's like I feel it's somebody that's coming around that's wearing you down. Every time they come around, they need something. Or every time they come around, they're complaining about something. You know? Stop it. Let your nose be your nose. I feel that so strongly. Let your nose be your nose. And would you rather do than die? Would you rather do than die? You know, it don't get deeper than that, especially in the society that we're in right now. So many people defend themselves against, you know, strangers they don't know, but then when it comes to your loved ones, you don't want to stand up for yourself. Damn that. I don't care if it's mama, daddy, grandma. If they coming around with that negative ass energy and they mean you no good, and all they do is complain, or all they do is gimme, it's cut that energy loose. Cut it loose. Cut it loose, because if you don't, your ancestors will, and that will get real ugly. You don't want no parts of that. You don't want no parts of that. Believe me, that's first-hand experience. First-hand experience. And it's like the ancestors come in all love, but when they know that you're on a path where you are a powerful being and a powerful creature and you can do some amazing things in this world, they not going to play that shit. They going to be on your head. And I'm speaking firsthand. There's plenty of times that they may wake me up and I don't feel like getting up and, you know, lighting the candle for them. I might not feel like getting up and putting a banana on a plate. But I guarantee that you're going to start seeing amazing changes and amazing results. We were taught and raised the wrong way, man. We were taught and raised the wrong way, and we're wondering why we're not successful. Pay attention to the most successful people on earth. They honor their ancestors. They work with their ancestors. Some of them even use our own ancestors against us, but that's a whole nother video. Y'all not ready for that, though. So the next card we have, the first time this actually came up, and that's actually a MasterCard. And the ironic thing is, that's actually the card that's on the advertisement for the Hoodoo Tarot deck. So the very first one, the second one we have for you, again, it was going to be a 3-card reading, but 4 cards jumped out. You can't worry about that. And I felt that already. You can't worry about that. You got to let your ancestors guide you. You got to let your ancestors guide you. And they'll start seeing, because I have family members that's heavy in the church. And they started seeing. They're seeing, like, what is it you're doing, you know? Why are you so happy, man? Who really shed blood for us? Our ancestors. Who literally lost their lives. Whose bones are still at the bottom of the ocean. Our ancestors. Ask yourself, what were our ancestors doing before we were brought here? The ones that were brought here. Because not all of us were brought here on slave ships. Let's get that right. Royal kings and queens. But that's a whole nother ball game. A whole nother video. But I'm definitely going to get on that one at a later time. Definitely. Let me know if y'all want to hear some about a video on that later on. But again, we have dim bones. Dim bones. You need to start getting into your ancestors. You have some power behind you. You are very strongly psychic, intuitive. You could be doing the same thing I'm doing. That's what I really feel. Oh, man, I feel that so strong. But we going to get dim bones pulled up for you. Just bear with me one moment here. I've had this deck now for approximately maybe a couple months. So I'm still kind of learning my way around it. I've actually been doing tarot for a little bit longer than a couple months. I've been a psychic medium healer all my life. I've been walking the ancestral plane every night all my life. So one moment here. Sorry about that. Dim Bones is kind of stubborn. She don't want to come out. Oh, by the way, anybody that's like into tarot or into these cards are like they have a lot of energy. Because they literally, you can feel the presence of the ancestors here. Because the master cards that are actually here, hopefully you guys can hear me good. They're actually real people. And they have history and story behind them. You know, and I always tell this story. The very first time I did a reading with these cards, I came out the next morning. And the only way I could describe the feeling that was the energy here was like my ancestors were partying their asses off. I could literally feel the energy of blues. And, you know, you're kind of like, even though you're spiritually awakened, you know it's realness to this. You kind of like, are you tripping? Are you crazy? And I look at the table and I realize the stack of cards that I had neatly stacked on top of the book were scattered about the table and flipped in all kind of different ways. And you could literally feel, I could feel that my ancestors were partying. Like it was a celebration. Because that was not too long after I set up my ancestor altar and started working with my ancestors. And my wife, the first thing she said, why does it feel like somebody was partying in here? So that's just verification, man. If you walk with your ancestors, they will walk with you. If you listen and take heed, you'll know. They'll give you a heads up. And it's like ancestors moving in between these readings when I feel things need to be said, you know, because there's a lot of people that's ready to give up, throw in the towel, you know, especially with what's going on. And if you start walking with your ancestors, guess what? Doors that could not be open will start to be open. Doors that could not be closed, that are stopping your blessings and stopping you from being successful, and those generational curses Because generational curses are chains wrapped around the DNA. And when you break those curses, they unwrap and fall off of the DNA. And your DNA activates. And you become the most amazing demigod that you are. No, not ye are gods. We are the X-Men they speak of. I say that all the time. We are the X-Men they speak of. Know that. And once you realize that and start walking in your power, we're going to be unstoppable. That's why all this madness is going on right now with the racial divide. Because they know if they keep you in a dark place, they know if they keep you in a negative mind state, they'll keep this planet at a lower energy. And if we shift that negative mind state and realize that everything around us we have created with our thought and the emotion, which is the fuel for the car of our life, it's no stopping us. It's no stopping us. Period, point blank. Divide and conquer. That's the name of the game. Know that. Wake up, oh sheeple, wake up. So again, we actually have dim bones. Dim bones for Miss Meyer. And not for just Miss Meyer, but if you feel that you have a question that you're thinking of that you would like to ask, hey, ask it. In your head, you don't have to ask it out loud because the ancestors speaking with you as well. Like I said, they are highly active, okay? Your ancestors are highly active. This is regular bottle, even the bottle that's sitting there. You know, like ancestors moving, ancestors coming through. So, the bones of chickens and cats were the most commonly used. But other small and medium-sized animals were also acceptable, contrary to popular belief. The choice of which animal to use was strictly up to each individual root worker. A set of dim bones could include not only the remains of animal, but also other items such as keys, shells, crystals. So, definitely animal spirits around you. It's like animals always are coming around you. Definitely animal ancestors. And I almost feel like you're not that you're mean to animals, but you're not really even an animal person. But you're like, why do they always approach me? Why do I always have animals coming up to me? Because your spirit, your soul. Like other forms of deviation, all items in the reader's set had clear associations, but it's a reader initiate talent that determines accuracy. What was I just speaking on? I said I feel like you should be doing the same thing that I'm doing right now. You're a reader. You're a psychic healer. And you're scared to step into that gift because of those around you. Don't be scared. You don't even have to like have a big fancy altar around. You don't. You could literally take a regular little plate and put you a little piece of fruit. You could get you a little glass and put you some water. And get you a little incense and say, thank you, ancestors. Ashe, I love you. You know, and if you pay attention, they'll guide you on what they want. Because like I said before, I've actually had an ancestor that wanted hot Cheetos. So, you never know if you pay attention. But, so, when them bones appears in a reading, you are being reminded that it's time to focus on what you need rather than what you want. What you want will be what everybody else wants for you. What you need is to work with your ancestors and stop worrying about what the hell everybody else thinks. Because you are a powerful, powerful being and you have a lot that you could bring to this world. But you can't work. You have to stop worrying about what people think and go get it. Most likely you will have to make some tough choices. But if you're willing to put your ego aside and do what you have to do, the best possible outcome is guaranteed. Everything that, man, ancestors moving. That's all I have to say. Can we get a hashtag ancestor speech? Hashtag ancestor speech. Love, man. They in there. They definitely in the building. Do what you have to do. The best possible outcome is guaranteed. Once you start walking with them, what was I just speaking on? If you start walking with your ancestors, you will start seeing doors open and things line up like never before. Never before. It's just taking steps. Even if at the moment you're not even comfortable enough to set up an altar, pick a spot of your house and just commune with your ancestors. and tell them thank you and tell them I love you. Go outside, pour out some water. Pour out, if you feel like a urge to pour out something, some vodka or something, pour that out. And just say, Ashe to my ancestors, thank you, I love you. Just start honoring them. Honoring them. And I don't feel like it's only Ms. Meyer I'm speaking with. I feel like it's other people that need to start honoring their ancestors and stop being so caught up with religion and start getting in this good old spirituality, because it's a difference. So, them bones may be reminding you that people are going to talk about you no matter what you do. Do you hear this, mama? Do you hear this? If the ancestors aren't talking right now clear as ever, I don't even know what to say. I just spoke on that. Stop worrying about what people think, because the ancestors are the one in the long run that got your back. Honor our Ori, because this is with us. It's going to be with us from life to death. So we need to start honoring our Ori and thanking our Ori and honoring our Orishas and honoring our ancestors. And watch how your life will change. Yes. You could, if that's all you could do right now, just say thank you. Thank you. I'm not knocking anybody, because guess what? Not everybody has been in this walk for a while. A lot of people were raised in a way that we're taught we'll be punished for this belief. So it takes time. It takes a day by day. It takes a step by step. And even just saying thank you, I love you, that's a start. And then pay attention, because they'll guide you. You will definitely feel your ancestors guiding you. I promise you that. Pay attention. You'll know. Because you'll be going to go one way, and you'll feel, nope, don't do that. And you'll be going to go that way again. Nope, don't do that. You'll be going to go that way again. Nope, don't do that. And you go that way anyway, and some terrible shit happens. That's the ancestors. Pay attention. Pay attention. Or you may not want to go one way, and you keep feeling you need to go that way. You need to go that way. You need to go that way. That happened to me one time. And along the way, I found literally 3 $5 bills and a $1 bill in order down the sidewalk. Something that simple. Just pay attention. And when you get your altar up and when you start communing with your ancestors, you're going to hear them much more clear. You're going to even start seeing your ancestors in your mind's eye. I have so many ancestors around me. Some of them actually have grass skirts and white war paint. And they're nothing to fuck with. Believe that. Believe that. And you have these ancestors that have your back on the astral plane, that are going to battle for you even if you're not walking with them, and they're weak and they need you. They need you. Just like they're helping us. It's you have to have an exchange of energy. It takes give and take. And so many people want to start walking with the ancestors because they feel it's a trend. Oh, I thank you that you'll bless me with fame and power. No, man, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. So, an aspiration, acknowledge. No one escapes judgment, even if the judge is oneself. Stop judging yourself and go get it. That's the bottom line. That's what I'm getting from that. Stop judging yourself and go get that shit. That's what I'm hearing verbatim. Them bones could also indicate that it is time for more in-depth reading concerning a matter of great importance. We're going to take a moment of silence for the ancestors on that one, Ashe. What we were just speaking on. The reading will provide relief and solutions to your problems. How is it that the ancestors are talking to you about right now what's going on? Right this second. Because you doubted it. You was debating on even getting this reading. But everything happens for a reason. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So, if you receive them bones in a reading, consider the following. It may be time for an honest self-assessment. What is your reputation? Are you still in alignment with it? If you want a fresh start, then start fresh. The neutral position is no longer an option. Do others need to know where you stand on that issue? We just spoke on that. No. It's between you and your ancestors. It's nobody's business. Start walking with your ancestors. They're sitting there just waiting. And when we don't walk with them, it's like their hands are tied. You have these powerful ancestors that are mighty, mighty warriors. And we're so scared to step out and start working with them and start walking with them. But I'm telling you, it's a powerful thing. It's a powerful thing. So the next one we have is actually the 7 of Sticks, just speaking on animal spirits. Do you see the top of his head? Did I not say you have warriors on the other side that are not playing and they're waiting for you to start walking with them? They're waiting for you to start walking with them. Again, that's the 7 of Sticks for you. The 7 of Sticks. Alrighty, so for the 7 of Sticks, positive, standing your ground, strength in adversity, defending your beliefs. I always say this in my readings. Whenever a reading repeats itself, it's something that you really need to take on a deeper level. You know, do research yourself. Definitely. But I feel like, if you want positive vibes, positive outcome, you're gonna have to stop doubting yourself, and you're gonna have to go full-fledged. Because you've been feeling your ancestors around. You've been wanting to set up an altar, but you're worried about what everybody thinks. You know what the ancestors got to say about that? Fuck them. You do what you do for you, and watch how you shine. And the very same people that are criticizing you and doubting you are going to be the very same people that are like this. Nah. That's that ancestor money. You can't get none of that. Sorry. Real talk. So, again, standing your ground, strength, adversity, defending your beliefs. The final showdown, a fair competition, protests, resisting authority, protecting what's rightfully yours, and ability to summon your inner strength. Ancestor speech. Can we get a hashtag ancestor speech? They're with you. They're definitely with you. And they're ready for you to get that altar up. And don't worry about what nobody else thinks. Stop worrying about what they think. Because in the long run, it's going to be you, your Ori, and your ancestors. Bottom line. And again, anytime we have knives, you got the Daughter of Knives. That's your final card. That means cut the bullshit out your life. Cut the bullshit out your life. Again, that's the Daughter of Knives. Daughter of Knives. So just give me one moment while we get the Daughter of Knives pulled up here. Alrighty, so the Daughter of Knives represents swift delivery of messages. Just speaking on that, work with your ancestors, watch how things will start taking off for you. Represents swift delivery of messages and the accomplishment of goals. On the positive side, she is logical, quick-witted, action-oriented, well-informed, direct, philosophical, and always up for the challenge. On the negative side, she is sarcastic, condescending, rude, impatient, domineering, insensitive, acidic. In a reading, if she doesn't represent the literal person with these qualities, then it represents these attributes. So be patient. Listen. Thank you for that. Thank you for that ancestor speech. Appreciate that. Listen. And it may not even be that you're intentionally being rude, but it could be. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And that's what I really feel. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. So kind of work on not being so sharp with people, for lack of a better term. And again, that's Daughter of Knives that we have here for you. Daughter of Knives. I hope that resonated with you. If you have any other questions pertaining to this, let me know. Definitely add me as a friend. You could check me out on my YouTube channel as well. To be Billionaire for one. That's Billionaire spelled out like billionaire, and then FUL, and then the number 1. You could check out my Facebook page as well. I have some of my videos posted on there. You know, love and light. I always get on here doing videos, and well, not always, but I'm doing it more frequently, should I say. And so let me go on and cleanse these cards again. And up next we have, just one moment, let me go back here. And again, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Walker. You stay blessed. Get that ancestor altar up. I can't say it enough. Get that ancestor altar up. And they will have me check with you to make sure. So even if like I said, you just set a glass of water somewhere, you know, because I don't know. I just feel like with your situation, it's kind of hard to put up an ancestor altar without you feeling like you don't want to be questioned. So, you know, even if you just set out water for now, you know, outside, or even if you just go outside every day and pour water out for your loved ones, you know, and say thank you. You know, it's just giving some sort of respect to your loved ones and giving your ashes, because they are definitely around you very strong. Very strong. So, again, thank you very much, Miss Meyer. And if anybody wants to give any donations, I don't charge, like, but I do accept donations if you want to. So my Venmo is actually Billionaire for one. That's spelled out like billionaire, and then F as in full, U-L. So Billionaire full, and then the number 1. And so up next we actually have Moya Gale. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correct. Are you still here? Moya Gale. Again, Moya Gale. I'm taking me a little vape break real quick. No problem, Ms. Meyer. Again, thank you so much. And so again, we have Moya Gale. That was one of the first ones to put in the 1111 because none of the other people responded that had the free readings. So again, Moya Gale, are you still here? I know there's probably a slight delay there. And if Moya Gale does not respond, okay. Got you. So just bear with me one moment. Let's go on and get these cards cleansed again with this sage for you. And what I want you to do is think of your question that you have for me. Think of your question. And if you want to put the question in the thread, you can. If you don't want to, then you could just think of your question over and over for me. Again, we have a Moya Gale. Just trying to get this sage lit up for you here. So just bear with me one moment. So we could cleanse these cards. Definitely want to do that in between readings. Ashe to your ancestors and our ancestors that want to come through in love and light with pure intentions at their heart. I do thank you for allowing me to do readings for you guys tonight. I really appreciate that. And I send love and light to all our ancestors, peace and blessings. May our ancestors be with us and walk with us and give Moya Gale the answers that you need, not want. Alrighty. And so when you're ready and you have that answer, when you're ready and you have that question, you can go on and hit me with the 1111. Again, that's 1111, doors opening, 1111. And then up next after Moya Gale, we have Ashley Greer. And then we have a Hannah Mathis, okay? And also, if you guys want to come in live with me for your reading, you could just request it. But if you prefer to stay off the camera, that's fine as well. So again, this reading here is for Moya Gale. And again, just bear with me one moment here. And again, it's a 3-card reading. Okay, I see that Hannah is, it looks like Hannah's still here. I'm not sure. If you're still here, let me know so we could get that reading. If not, whoever hits me first with the 1111, then I'll go on. And like I said, we still have 2 more readings. And if the people that are supposed to get readings don't respond, we have 1 jumper already, then we'll go on to the next. Okay. Got you. Ancestors moving. They jumping out, jumping out. Again, love and light to our love and light to our ancestors, known and unknown. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Ayi bobo. Alrighty. And so for the first one, we have 4 of sticks. As you see, they have flowers. And that picture is love. So your ancestors letting you know that there's mad love there. I keep getting the same, like, I really feel that the people that the ancestors are guiding to me, you're either thinking about working with your ancestors or you're just starting to work with your ancestors and you need to get that ancestor altar up. It's been reading to read, and that's what I feel very strongly. If you do not have it. If you do, that's awesome. So again, that's 4 of sticks. That's going to be your first card. 4 of sticks. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So 4 of sticks. Positive cause for a celebration, special event, relaxation, laying down roots, working with the ancestors. What is in the roots? The blood of our ancestors. Feeling blessed, harmonious interactions, taking things to the next level. Ancestors are just definitely here all night. All night. I don't believe in coincidence with this reading. I don't know why, but I don't feel like you have your ancestor altar up yet. Oh! You see that? Right when I was asking, you answered it. Awesome. That's great. That is great. And just make sure you change that water out. Use bottled water. That's what I always use. You know, and listen closely because your ancestors may want something and they'll let you know. Once you get that altar up, the awesome thing is, it's like something that I learned on the astral plane from my ancestors is that whenever I read somebody and they have an altar up and our ancestors brought them together, it's like those altars are spiritual cell phones, if you will. So it allows our ancestors to communicate and work with one another. And it's deep. When that came to me, I was like, wow, that's deep. And they're like any family members of yours that are connected with the ancestors. It's like, it's hard to explain. You'll know. Once you start working with your ancestors, you start seeing so much change. You could hear them much more clear. You just start seeing so much positive change. And so again, your card is going to be the 4 of sticks. A cause for celebration, a special event, relaxation, laying down roots, feeling blessed, harmonious interactions, taking things to the next level, letting your hair down, prosperity, rites of passage. A lot of people don't realize, and this is directly from the ancestors here. Not knocking any Babala or none of that. But when you are initiated spiritually, there's nothing that a physical man can do to initiate you further. Again, let me repeat that. When you're initiated spiritually, I see that. Yes, you definitely want to change your water. But when you're initiated spiritually directly by a Lowell, or Orisha, it's a whole nother ball game, and that's what I feel. I feel like you're scared to take that next step. It's certain things that you want to do pertaining to your ancestors and work, but because of the way you were raised, you're scared to take certain steps. You'll feel your ancestors guiding you to do something, but you'll be like, oh no, that's kind of weird. Do it. Do it. And make sure that you specify that you're working with your ancestors with pure intentions at heart. Because not all ancestors come with good intentions. That's another video. Not all ancestors come with good intentions. So again, with your 4 of Sticks, receiving potentially game-changing advice. So start listening and paying attention around you. And not even literally to a physical person that's speaking with you directly. Because you could be somewhere like, you know, go to get coffee or go to a restaurant to eat. And you'll kind of hear a conversation, catch your attention, start paying attention. Because I feel like there's certain things that the ancestors are guiding you on. You need to pay more attention to your surroundings, numbers, synchronicities. Because they're letting you know. You've been seeing, especially lately, like, that is so weird. I just was talking about that. Or, oh my God, that is so weird. I just was reading about that. That's your ancestors. Pay attention. Pay attention, because they're around. They're definitely around you. Definitely. So the next one we actually have is the 7 of Baskets. Again, that's the 7 of Baskets. Spiritual bath. That clearly, you clearly can see. Spiritual bath. That's what that's saying. You need to take a spiritual bath. Get you some Florida water soap. You can start off with that. You could actually order that online. Florida water soap. I get my Florida water at Walmart. You could actually definitely get your Florida water at Walmart. And like I said, order it online. And fresh herbs like your rosemary, your thyme, your basil. You could actually buy them like in the fresh herb sections. And you could actually, you know, set them on your altar, let them charge, and you could use that for your spiritual bath. You know, so definitely a spiritual bath. That's definitely what that's referring to. So, again, that's the 7 of Baskets. Let me get that 7 of Baskets pulled up for you here. 7 of Baskets. All right. So, visionaries, realists, restored clarity, vision quest, having multiple options, people with vivid imaginations, and meditation. So it's saying you need to start getting more into meditation. You need to start getting more into focus. Meditation. I feel like your question like came to like, what's the best way to meditate? So the first thing you do early morning when you know no one's up, and focus on your breathing. Like literally focus on your breath going in and out. And every time your mind starts to wander and go blah, you focus back on your breathing. And in your mind's eye, you could literally close your eyes as you're focusing on your breathing and picture a river going past. Okay? And in that river, you see each of the things that are bothering you that you want removed out of your life. And that's how you start, with breathing. Keyword, breathing. Once you learn to focus on that breathing, every time your mind starts to go 50 million miles an hour, then you're automatically going to go right back to that breathing. Because even when you take a deep breath, it kind of like releases endorphins and relaxes you. So breathing. That's a great start to meditation, if anybody wants to know about like meditation. And so again, your 7 of Baskets, multiple options. So I don't know if currently you're thinking about starting your own business, but I feel like if you do decide, you're going to have multiple options to choose from. Or not even necessarily multiple options far as to choose from for your work, but like I feel like you have multiple options far as what your business can be. You're very experienced at a lot of different things, so your business could go either way. So you want to kind of focus on one of those options. It's like you have a lot of irons and a lot of fires, and you need to bring those irons together in one fire. And that'll help you be successful. That will help you be successful. I feel that very, very strongly. So again, that was the 7 of baskets. The 7 of baskets. And last but not least, we have Aunt Caroline. Auntie, ancestor, watching over you. Grandma energy. Yeah, I feel like you need to focus on one of those businesses. And by focusing on one of those businesses, that's going to create doors and revenues for you to bring that other business into it. I don't know if they're like 2 different businesses that are doing 2 totally different things, but I feel like you need to find a medium and a compromise, and they could work together, and you will be extremely successful. You'll be extremely successful. And so for Aunt Caroline, again, that's a dominant card, Aunt Caroline. Let's get Miss Aunt Caroline pulled up here. Just bear with me one moment. She is a dominant card, so it's a lot more of those. Aunt Caroline. Caroline. Can't go wrong with Outcast, boy. Okay. So Aunt Caroline. So Aunt Caroline is standing in the doorway of her home in Newport, surrounded by reporters. When Aunt Caroline appears in a reading, it is an indication that fate is a factor regarding what you are inquiring about. Rack your brain about what you or someone else could have done differently. Stop living in the past, move to the future. Stop living in the past, worrying about where you failed, and worry about where you succeeded, and implement more energy into that. And watch how it takes off for you. If you like, but the truth is that everything turned out exactly how it was supposed to. This can be a very hard pill to swallow. In an age when people want to believe their thoughts or choices always dictate outcomes, the existence of a greater plan is not welcome in today's concept because it implies vulnerability, which is automatically translated to weakness in the minds of many. Go forward. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. You're hesitant in a lot of business moves, but don't doubt yourself, because you'll be successful. You've been successful, and it's opportunities that keep coming through people. Don't doubt yourself and start taking grasp of those opportunities when they knock. We're used to images of people casually walking in slow motion from explosions or crashing through windows without a scratch. We then want to be indestructible, unfathomable people too. But this is not in the movies. So it's okay to be emotional if you're going through things. It's okay. Because we heal through our tears. And the way society teaches us, no, that's soft. You're being a punk. No. It's letting go. It's healing through tears. That's why so many people snap and flip out and harm people. Because they're holding things in that they need to let go and get out. So, the audience likes these things. So, normally they would have been blinded, cut to ribbons. But they like the implication that the characters escaped and were cooler than what fate had planned for them. Aunt Caroline teaches us that this way of thinking is fantasy. No one can escape their fate, and incidents are no accidents. She also teaches us that expect the unexpected. You have to see it for it to become a reality. You have to really see it and put your energy into it and know that it's done. Any doubts that comes to your business that say you won't be successful or you can't be successful, you tell those doubts to shut the hell up. And you go look at yourself in the mirror and you say, I am successful. Not I will be successful. You say, I am success. I breathe success. I walk in success. My heart beats success in everything I do. And watch how successful you'll be. Alrighty, and this card may be trying to tell you that to understand why things are happening or why they turned out the way they did. A lot of times that we think that things are going bad, but when they're really going better than we think. You know, like you may have caught a flat. Oh man, now I'm late to work. But little did you know, if you would have not caught that flat and made that light, you could have been killed in a car accident. So a lot of the things that we see that we think are negative is actually positive and protecting us. So start being grateful for what you think are the curses in life, because those are truly hidden blessings that are opening doors for bigger blessings for you. Ashe, ashe, ancestor speech. Have you thought about turning that unexpected incident into an opportunity? What did I just say? Have you thought about turning that unexpected incident into an opportunity? This was fated. When one door closes, another door opens. Ashe, ashe. I was just speaking on that. Was it really an accident? Your luck is about to change. You don't like change. Tough shit. It's about to. And that's for the positive. And that's it directly says it here. You don't like change. Tough shit is about to. These cards are very blunt, by the way. Very blunt. We're all just players in one big chess game. Do you really think this is all about you? Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. Stop doubting yourself. I just said that. Why were you born? Why are you here? The ancestors could help you with that. What do you love to do? What do you love to do that you could do for hours and hours and you don't get tired of it? That's why you're here. Get out of your own way. Miracles happen every day. Start focusing on the positive and the good things in your life. Do you respect the cycle of life? How do you feel about getting older? Again, ashe to Aunt Caroline coming through the building. So, point of the night. Stop doubting yourself and go get it. Your ancestors are walking with you. You have your altar up now. Start paying attention. You know, ask them to work with you. Ancestors known and unknown that have pure intentions at heart for my benefit. And so who else do we have here next? I hope that resonated with you. Can we get a hashtag ancestor speech? Love and light to our ancestors for coming through. Thank you. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So up next, we actually have Ashley Greer. Are you still here? Oh, no problem. No problem. No problem. Just stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting yourself. And if you have people around that every time you have something positive that you want to bring up and they always knocking it, cut them loose. But that's the biggest thing that I feel is so many people doubt themselves nowadays. So many people, you know. It's within you. So, again, I don't know if Miss... Sorry about that. We have to go back here. So again, and if there's anybody in here that caught the reading and I didn't read you directly, just know that ancestors can still be moving with you as well. So if it resonated with you, that's great. I'll try to, like I said, I'll try to do more of these readings, and maybe in a little shorter amount of time, so that way I could maybe do less people but more cards. So it doesn't look like Miss Ashley's responding. So the next one that we had that hit me with that 1111 was actually, one moment here, let me see. Sorry about that, y'all. So Hannah Matthias. So I don't know if Ashley or Hannah is in here, but you were up next for the 3-card reading. If I do not get a response, whoever puts 1111 in next, then you'll be the one to get a reading, because I have 2 other readings to do, but they're not responding. So again, the first 2 people to respond with the 1111, I'll go on and give you a 3-card reading right now before I get off of here. So again, if there's anybody else on here that wants to get a reading, hit me with the 1111, and I'll go on and hit you up with a 3-card reading before I get off of here. And again, shout out to Moya Gale. And again, I do apologize if I'm mispronouncing your name, but thank you, Ashe, and love to your ancestors and our ancestors with pure intentions at heart. So again, I'm gonna try to give it a little bit and see if anybody else wants a reading. So since, like I said, I was doing 5 readings and I only had 3 people that responded, so we have 2 more free readings for y'all, 3-card polls. If there's anybody on here that wants a reading, just hit me with the 1111. Again, if there's anybody on here that wants a reading, just hit me with the 1111 or Ashe in the building, and I'll go in and do a 3-card reading for you. I'll give it a couple more minutes. Anybody that wants to get a free 3-card reading, hit me with the 1111 or Ashe. And again, man, love and light. I thank y'all for allowing me to commune with your ancestors and you to commune with my ancestors. And like I said, I'll definitely, no doubt. Thank you, Ashe. I'll definitely try to do more of these, because I feel there's so many people that need to hear from Spirit right now. So again, I see that there's 2 people here. I don't know who that is. But if one of you, I believe one of you is still Moya Gale there. But if whoever that other person is, if you want a reading, just go on and let me know with the Ashe or ancestor speech, and I'll go on and get you your 3-card reading. I'm going to give it a few more minutes. And if not, then I am going to go on and get off of here so I could do my medication thing. Made my dispensary run earlier, so... And also add me as a friend if you would like. I don't know if we're friends right now, but add me as a friend. And that way you'll know in the future if I'm setting up readings, I could just tag you. And again, on YouTube, it's actually Billionaireful1. So spelled like billionaire, but then F-U-L at the end. So Billionaireful, and then the number 1. And again, my Venmo, if anybody wants to make any donations, I don't care if it's $1. You know, my Venmo is Billionaireful1. Again, that's Billionaireful1. So it's spelled Billionair, and then F as in Frank, U-L, and the number 1. So Billionaireful1, and that's Venmo if you want to make any donations. It's not nothing that's mandatory. You know, love and light. And hey, I see you're still here, Miss Meyer. So I don't know if maybe you guys wanted to invite a friend, but like I said, I still have 2 more readings available. So if anybody hits me with the 1111, I'll hit you with those 3 cards. If not, then I will be getting off of here for the night. so I could go relax and chill with my lovely wife and my beautiful fur babies after this long day's work. So again, anybody that hasn't had a chance to have a reading yet, hit me with the Ashe or 1111, and I'll go on and do a free 3-card reading for you. And again, anybody else on here, go on and add me as a friend. And anytime I do readings, I can go on and tag you. Anytime I do videos, I can go on and tag you, because I'm going to do a more detailed video on setting up an ancestor altar and working with your ancestors. If you would be interested in that, you could actually hit me with the Ashe. I may go on and do that tomorrow, you know, because I feel there's so many people that really want to work with the ancestors, but they don't even know what steps to take. Anybody, you know, that's here, again, love and light. If you want to message me with any questions, you could do it that way, because I know some people may have questions for their ancestors and they don't really want to, you know, put it in the public. So, but it doesn't look like anybody else is coming in. Again, to Miss Meyer, Ashe, Ashe, love and light and peace. And I do thank you. And like I said, you know what? I think I will go on and do that video tomorrow about setting up your ancestor altar, working with trees and plants, and, you know, giving your Ashes. But Miss Meyer, I just do feel strongly set up that ancestor altar. Even if all you do for now is just set up a little glass of water somewhere, you know, in private, and just, you know, say thank you, ancestors, and thank you, Ori, and hold your head. Thank you to my Ori, because that's what's with you 24/7, no matter what. So you have to honor your Ori, you know, because your Ori definitely honors you. But it's gonna go good for you. I really feel that, Miss Meyer. If you get that ancestor altar up and start, even every day when you get up, just say, I love you, ancestors. Thank you. Thank you. You know, when you feel like you're sitting there by yourself and you just feel all of a sudden just this love surrounds you, you know, that's your ancestors. That's your ancestors, and they're definitely watching over you. I see somebody else just stepped in, give you the same opportunity. I was supposed to do 5 readings. We only got 3 in. So if you want to get a free 3-card reading, hit me with the Ashe or 1111. You caught me just in time, because I was just about to get out of here. But again, if you want a free 3-card reading, thank you very much, Miss Meyer. Ashe, love and light and peace to your ancestors. You have some beautiful, beautiful souls around you. Beautiful souls around you. And a lot of them are showing right here. You know, you see that's even more bubbles than was there at first. But yeah, your ancestors are definitely around, and they're definitely making themselves known. Like, there's no question about that. It looks like that's some soda or something. I don't even drink soda. But yeah, they're definitely around. And again, love and light to all y'all. Peace and blessings. May you dwell and remember the knowledge that you obtained from the astral plane. And may you realize that you are the true X-Men they speak of. So love, light, peace, and blessings, and Ashe to our kings and queens and our ancestors known and unknown. Ashe to my papa. I love you. Ashe to Mama Marie. Ashe to Mama Oya. Ashe to Shango. Ashe to Baron Samdi. Ashe to Mama Brigitte for walking with me and guiding me in the other Orishas that's gradually stepping into my life. Ashe to you guys for watching. Ashe to your ancestors. And love and light and peace and blessings until we meet again. Ashe. And I'm gone.